Some body flex practices depend on the notable methods of yoga. Yet, Greer included her fascinating breathing strategy: an exhalation, a brisk breath, a full exhalation and a hold, trailed by another breath. Shockingly, doing breathing activities furnishes you with an adrenaline surge that pulls fat from under your skin. What's more, by stressing your muscles, you consume it. In the photographs above, you can plainly observe the consequences of this sort of activity. Do this procedure in the morning on a void stomach of 4 hours after a dinner. Vacuum. Taking in body flex is its most vital part. In the event that you inhale accurately, you'll have better results. Body flex depends on the vacuum workout. The majority of the activities start with this. Keeping in mind the end goal to legitimately do it, take after this guide to play out the best possible breathing cycle. Remain in the stance which is appeared in the photo, half-sided, legs separated from the body, tilted marginally forward. That stance is additionally called the basketball player position. Free the lungs of any air. Exhale just with the mouth. Fold your lips as though pronouncing "oo." At that point gradually breathe out, endeavoring to totally discharge the lungs for the following breath. Slowly inhale. A breathe-in body flex ought to be taken only through the nose with the mouth shut. Attempt to inhale as profound as possible so that the lungs are full. Take a sharp exhalation. Keep in mind that the air is discharged through the mouth, yet at this stage, the lips are collapsed togit. Rapidly inhale out the air while making a pa sound. Hold your breath. When playing out this piece of the breathing activity, your head ought to be dropped down and the stomach withdrew. Tally slowly. On the 8th count, move on to the following point. Respite. Remain in the underlying position. Loosen up the muscles while breathing calmly through the nose. Begin the cycle once more. This activity will tighten the internal surface of the thighs. Keep in mind that all body flex practices are begun with the breathing cycle. Take a seat with your legs wide separated, as appeared in the photo. Lean the legs back and perform the breathing cycle until the following interruption. Tilt your body forward and hold your breath for 8 seconds. Hands ought to be extended before you, shoulders brought down, and the stomach withdrew. Rehash 5 times. 2. Pretzel. This is a compelling activity for the midsection. It will likewise help you to relax the lower back and strengthen the external surface of the thighs. Sit on a mat and fold your legs so that the left knee is over the correct one. The correct leg ought to be kept as straight as could reasonably be expected, on a level plane. Put your left hand in the face of your good faith and bring your left knee into your correct hand. Do a breathing cycle. Exchange the weight to one side arm, pull your left knee upward and toward your body with your correct hand, and turn the body to the left until you can think back. Hold this situation for 8-10 tallies. Breathe out and unwind. Rehash 5 times. 3. Leg extending. This activity will perfectly stretch the hamstrings and tighten the backs of the thighs. Lie on your back and lift your legs straight up, pulling the toes toward yourself. Hold your legs with your hands. Execute the breathing cycle without lifting your head. Amid a breathing delay, pull your legs toward yourself until a pulling sensation is felt under the knees. Hold for 8 seconds. Rehash 5 times. 4. Dual. Numerous ladies are stressed over the internal parts of the hands. This activity will assist you with tightening them and get free of additional centimeters in circumference. Stand up straight with your feet bare width separated. Put your fingers on the left hand together with the fingers of the correct hand. The elbows should be raised up parallel to the floor. The back can be somewhat adjusted. Execute the breathing cycle until you stop. As much as possible, rest your fingers with one hand on the fingers of the other and don't bring down your elbows. Hold for 8 seconds. Breathe in air and unwind. Rehash 5 times. 5. Side extending. This activity will help you to remove overabundance fat from the midriff. Remain in the ball player position, and perform a breathing cycle until a delay. Raise your correct right arm and force it over the side, over your head and over your ear. You should feel how the whole sidelong surface of your body extends. Hold this situation for 8 seconds. Calmly inhale and unwind. Rehash 3 times on the correct side and 3 times on the left. 6. Seiko. Because of this activity you can work out the lateral surface of the thigh and reduce the presence of cellulite. Your butt cheek muscle will consume. Remain on each of the fours and set your correct leg at an point of 90 degrees. The foot ought to stay on the floor. Perform a breathing cycle. Amid an interruption, lift your leg straight up and hold it for 8 seconds. Lower your foot and breathe in. Make 3 redundancies on the correct side and 3 on the left. 7. Leg back. To get free of the fat under the buttocks and fix it, play out this activity. Remain on the carpet on each of the fours. Perform a breathing cycle. Lift your straight leg back. The toes should be perpendicular to the floor. Hold the situation for 8 seconds. Lower your leg and breathe in. Rehash 3 times for the correct leg and 3 times for the left. 8. Feline. This activity can unwind and tone in the meantime. It affects the muscles of your body and spine. Remain on every one of the fours. The head ought to be lifted up looking straight ahead and the back ought to be straight. Perform a breathing cycle. Lower your head and curve your back up as high as could be expected under the circumstances. Hold this situation for 10 seconds. Take in and unwind. Rehash